with all the dope talent. Pray they switch their techniques up. Drop so much they can't keep up. Losing count balance. Seen the world and world pieced up. What's the squad without the deep one? Rolling weed, I gotta keep one. Cause life will turn you to a savage. Blessed with all the dope talent. Pray they switch their techniques up. Drop so much they can't keep up. Losing count balance. Seen the world and world pieced up. What's the squad without the deep one? Rolling weed, I gotta keep one. Cause life will turn you to a...
Whoa, baby. You looking good, baby. You looking fine as hell, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, the baby. Okay, let me stop. Guys, welcome. It's another episode. It's another Monster Masher. We're mashing monsters. You're monster mashing. It's Dragon Quest X. You know the game. You know the flame. You know the lane. We're going into Dane. And, today Grandma's going to tell us that we got to go to a cave and kill some people. So we're going to go to a cave and kill some people. Yes, that's the story. Monster Masher Quest. As we know, Purple Guy, the Dolly Battle Master, betrayed us. So now we're gonna go kick his ass and get our monster back because he stole our monster. He's an asshole who steals monsters and turns them evil. So how dare he? On the way there, I'll go ahead and give a couple little talks. I'll have a couple little nuggets to give you. I have a couple little treats and skeets. I don't know if I should have called it skeets. That was a little nasty. That was a little dirty. But I got my laundry from the last episode. Me putting some laundry up. I don't have my webcam up or anything, but I figured I just told you that in case you hear like random clothes ruffling in the background or whatever. You shouldn't though, because I'm the most silent folder you ever heard this side of the Wild West, you know? I need to make my fucking bed too, man. It's 8:30 and I haven't made my bed yet? What the hell is this? I don't know. But nevertheless, guys, here we go. Portown Linder. We gotta talk to the mirror again. He's gonna tell us good things. Good tidings to come from the mayor of Portown. This is a really cool town, by the way, too. It's, you know, like a town in the middle of the water, like literally in the middle of the ocean. So I do like that idea. It's a very good RPG concept. Because they do like ocean towns or port towns, but you know, port towns are usually like on the edge of an island or whatever. You know, you usually have a port town in the middle of nowhere. In the ocean. So I think that's a good concept that can be built onto something really cool. I haven't seen it in too many RPGs. Exactly. It's the same thing with Luckland, the other island in Dragon Quest X. It's just in the middle. It's just in the middle of nowhere. Pretty cool. But moving on, what we have today to talk about. What do we have to talk about today? Well, I'm just gonna kind of wing it, but I do have a little nugget that we can jump off from here. I like to do a lot of analogies here. So basically this is about our emotions and not letting them control us. It's kind of like what we were talking about in the last episode, but it's an analogy to compare yourself to the sky, right? So we are meant to be the sky. Don't lock into being a cloud, right? So what that means is the sky can equate to your consciousness and the clouds can equate to your emotions, right? Are you getting me here? So don't lock into being a part of the sky, a piece in the sky that creates the sky. We are indeed the sky. It changes. It goes from dark to light. It holds the sun within it. It has that atmospheric layer. Multiple atmospheric layers. You know, it's not just the sky. It's like it's got the ozone. It's got layers. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't fucking know what the layers are, dog. Anyways, there are layers, like an onion, like Shrek, right? And the clouds are the emotions. The clouds can become heavy and fall, or they can stay up there and go somewhere and shape into different things, and you know. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing they're trying to teach us in this. It's that the clouds can be anything. They can do anything. They can be anywhere. So we can't focus on that. You have to remember that your mind is the sky. That's what you are. That's what all our thoughts are. We don't control the vast majority of what happens in our mind. Like I want to say, I don't know what the actual percentage on this, but I'm gonna say something crazy. I'm gonna say 95% of what you do, all unconscious, all unconscious, all of it. We only consciously think about doing 5% or less of the stuff. I would say probably even less. So our consciousness is all encompassing. It's not just one part of it, you know? And it's so big that you can't really conceive how large it is. You can't really understand it. So a good way to lock in on our brain power is to fight that unconscious power and do things consciously. I'm not saying you have to like, oh, now I breathe. Oh, now I open door. Oh, you know, but like sometimes bringing yourself back over to consciousness can be very helpful for just living in the moment, moment to moment. Breathing and doing things that are really aligned within your morals. Living in alignment can be a huge remedy for a lot of the stress we hold within ourselves. Because you can do the wrong thing. You can look bad in someone's eyes. But if you yourself are in alignment with yourself, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your partner, your friend, your lover, your mom, your dad. Don't matter what anybody else says. If you're in line with yourself, you feel good. You feel all right. You feel stable. And you feel like you're able to do what you need to do. And this is Dahlia creating a monster with our monster. A monster, if you will. We're going to fight that thing. We're going to fight the fuck out of that thing. Okay? So, here's the boss. Don't worry, guys. I won't die. I know he looks mean. I know he looks mean. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Worry about your consciousness, damn it. Worry about your motherfucking consciousness, damn it. But yeah, doing things unconsciously isn't a bad thing. I believe that's why a lot of people are trying to do like mind control and telekinesis and shit like that. Because when you hear something crazy, like, wait, I'm only using how much of my brain power? I feel like I use a lot every day though. I gotta try some telekinesis shit. If I use all my brain power, I can, yeah. So that's why. But I really do feel like it's true. You really don't have to expend that much brain power to do most things. You really don't. You really don't. And sit with that. Really think like, when was the last time I really needed to like be conscious or focused in my work? Usually, even when you go to work and do your thing, you don't really need to be consciously there. I'd say I'm like a job hopper. I'm like a nomad type, so I change jobs like once every 1 or 2 years, right? And at the beginning of a new job, I will focus. I will probably use like a good 5% of my consciousness, just not doing anything else but focusing, learning, getting the job structure down. But I'd say like 6, 7 months, maybe even like 3 months in, I'm over here like headphones in, YouTube watching, you know what I'm saying, talking to people, you know, goofing off, you know, dancing around. I don't care. I don't give a shit because I am within my alignment. That's what I do. And I don't do that for other people. I realize what it does for other people. But I do that for myself. I do that to entertain myself. And sometimes it's for other people, but it's always for myself first. It's always for myself first. I don't aim to show out for other people. And I feel like that's the best way to become the greatest entertainer of all time, is to constantly entertain yourself first. And if other people around you are entertained, so what? Who cares? It don't really matter. But if you're having fun yourself, because that's how it's gonna last long. Is if you're not doing that, then like eventually you're gonna get pissed off and tired of doing this shit that other people like, because guess what? You don't like it anymore. You know, if you're not intrinsically loving everything you do as an entertainer and it's not also coming off as genuine and other people love it, you may have to change your act a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because it's not sustainable. I don't care how fast your rise to the top was, it's gonna be just as fast when you fall. But if you have a genuine personality, you love what you do and you do what you love, and you find ways to monetize it slowly but surely. Just find ways to make people watch. It'll come to you. It'll come to you. And I fully believe that. I fully believe that. And maybe I'm delusional. Who cares? I don't give a fuck, dog. Being delusional is what's gotten me this far in life, and I'm not gonna stop the delusion. I'm not. I'm not. Some delusions are good for us. And with this crazy world, I feel like you have to delude yourself a little bit to live stably. There's too much information flying at us. Some of it we have to willingly give up. We have to willingly be ignorant to some things. And your consciousness knows this. Your consciousness doesn't constantly think about how many times you get into a car crash every time you get in the car, or how often people get into car crashes every time you get in the car. Like, your unconscious mind is not going to think about that. You might think about that. Your unconscious mind is not going to. So if you think about it that way, there are some things in life that we just have to ignore. We just have to be like, I feel like living this way. So I know it's probably wrong. I know it's probably stupid. I know nothing good's probably ever going to come from it. But right now, in this moment, I am happy because I live this way. I'm happy. And that's all that matters, guys. You got to prioritize your happiness. Don't sacrifice your happiness now for your future happiness. Because let me tell you something, guys. Hard pill to swallow here, but your future happiness is not going to give a about how sad you were in the past. As a matter of fact, it's going to be mad that you were sad in the past. It's like, damn, why did I waste all that time being sad when I could have just been happy like I am now? But it's not going to look back on those suffering times and be like, yeah. I'm glad I sacrificed all that happiness. I'm glad I didn't spend it all with my family. I'm glad I didn't, make more people smile. I'm glad I didn't, spend time with my kids. I'm glad I didn't start a relationship. Nobody's going to say that. Nobody's going to look back on all this work and all this sacrifice that they did forever that they didn't like. That they didn't like is the key part. Because you can suffer and sacrifice and be happy during it. I'm living proof of that. It's all an attitude and mindset thing. So, with that in mind, if what you're doing right now, you find no happiness in it and you find no way to find happiness in it, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I'm an avid believer of everything having a good side to it. But everyone's story is different. Everyone's perspective is different. So, you're going to see things way different than me. If you see it and you're like, man, this shit kind of ain't for me, dog. Get the fuck out of there. Nobody's gonna judge you. Nobody really cares. I can tell you what, guys. Most jobs I've left, most opportunities I've left, nobody cares. Nobody calls me afterward. Nobody's like, what are you doing? Nobody's like, how are you? No. They leave me alone. They leave me the fuck alone and let me travel the path of my life, travel my journey. Because they understand that I care about them the same amount that they care about me. And for a while, it wasn't like that. For a while, I cared a lot about other people. Just because I thought they cared about me a lot. But now I know the truth. And the truth hurts, but the truth is, there's probably only one person in your life that will care about you the same way you care about them. And that's either going to be your parents or your lover. That's it. That's it. Nobody else gives a fuck. Nobody else gives a fuck. But as this entertainer life, I had to realize that eventually that may change. And I have to live with the reality that I may be loved by more than one person. But I like to live in the reality of being a nobody. I love this. I'm thrilled by it. And I can change, of course, but I love the fact that nobody knows who I am. Nobody cares who I am. And I can just kind of do my own thing and get my Monster Masher badge. Monster Masher badge in peace and silence. In peace. I kind of like that. Some people don't like that. I'm a weirdo. Obviously, we're playing a Japanese game, and I speak the English native tongue. I speak the King's English. But whoever you are, I'm telling you guys right now, own it. Come into your consciousness. Do things consciously. And love yourself. That's the only way we're going to survive this crazy, lustful, disgusting, violent pandemic we're going through here. You know? It's the only way. Be yourself, love yourself. Don't let nobody tell you what to do, baby. Baby. And I will see you guys around the bend for the next one. Looks like we're gonna do a little bit of version 2. Oh baby. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Everybody follow the show, and I'll catch you around.